Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Welcome back to the stream. I'm Martin Wenzel. I have the night off tonight, and that's nice. Definitely nice. Looking at Copenhagen, I know someone, I forget who it was, they were a little disappointed in this morning's stream when we flew into Copenhagen. There were no planes at the airport here. Well, there's a lot of planes here now. So let's kind of zip around and take a look. You see Bijan Hibashi's 4-season pack on display right there, those trees. Copenhagen off in the distance, not loading in perfectly. Let's see, what do we have here? We have a city, that's another city jet, that's what we came in on. Some EasyJet, some JT, jet time. Pretty cool. What do we got over here? Air Arabia. Here's our plane today, Luxair. We're gonna zip over here. So we got some TUI, got a Scandinavian Airlines, bunch of Scandinavians over here. Faroe Islands, pretty cool. Norwegian. Singapore Airlines. Does that say what that is? It's probably a... Didn't tell me what kind of plane that is on there, does it? Boeing of some sort, I'm sure. Another city jet. We could have actually parked at one of the gates, but we didn't. I'm hoping that frame rate's just because of all the planes. Got a Thai Airlines here, too. Pretty cool. Fly PGS, Pegasus. Norwegian with, who's on the pack on the tail there? Karen Larson. Swedish artist. Cool. We're going to be flying with, I think, I'm trying to think who's on the one that we're going to be flying on eventually. What else do we got over here? Some more CityJet, Scandinavian Airlines. TAP Portugal over here. Some Austrian. Eurowings. Some more CityJet, CRJs. Looks like an old livery for SAS for Scandinavian airline system. And way over here on his own is a Widerøe. So there you go. Airport full of planes. We got planes taxiing, taking off. Really nice. This is just the basic airport with some modifications to make it work a little bit better, I think. I don't think there's a ton of scenery work done to it. And then behind us is beautiful Copenhagen. I mean, just look at those houses. Oh, look at it. Ooh, look at those. Those look nice. Wouldn't you want to live in a little neighborhood like that? Oh, it's nice. We have some issues here with no houses for some reason. Hey, Augustine. Can hear the... Why is my microphone spiking here? Is that better? No, it's not going down. There we go. Is that working? Well, he's getting the diaper change right now. Just taking a look at Copenhagen before we take off. Hey, Braden Column 54. Hey, it's nice to be able to tune in again. Creepy Kirk, thanks. Thank you for coming. Just taking a look at Copenhagen as it loads in. Ooh, I need to change some settings because Flight Simulator doesn't save its settings for some reason. Alright, let's go back to the airport. That's what I've been going with lately. Seems to work okay. I think we've solved the frame rate issue. I feel like I'm spiking here on the microphone. It's like it's going into the red no matter what I do. Can you guys hear me all right? My monitor is... There we go. I don't know, it's weird. Let me know if I'm cutting in or out or if I'm too loud. Alright, it seems to be going a little bit louder than before. I don't know what happened. Baby's doing alright. Just grumpy because he's being changed. You should be happy, right? Frame rate issue. I think I removed your controls. Well, I reinstalled everything and then removed your controls, which is what we used to fly shared cockpit back on New Year's Eve, and that's when everything started. And I was on was watching the Flying Fabio on Twitch, and I kind of mentioned that, and he said, "Oh, do you have flight? Are you using your controls? Because that's an issue with that." I was like, oh, I was thinking as I was uninstalling and reinstalling my Flight Simulator that was the issue. And so I removed your controls completely the system. Last flight was good, we didn't have any glitches, so I think that's solved. Yep, going to Luxembourg today. That's what I mean, it sounds a little different. Last stream, it's, I compared like 2 streams ago to the last stream, and it's completely different, and I didn't change anything. I don't know if my dad messed with the settings or something, because he used this to he used this to do some interview or something on a stream for his job. The flight, well, it's 430 miles, so I'm guessing it's gonna be probably an hour and a half. Yeah, I was getting so frustrated because I want to do the flights good. You can show them on. I'm gonna shot more.
Can they see?
No.
Hi.
There he is. Yeah, sir, if you're on Twitch, there are some emojis featuring our junior captain. Alright, yeah, there's some emojis. Not that one, Brandon. Or Braden. Sorry, Braden. The blue on my screen, I've got a blue background for my little thing. Where is... Well, I'm not gonna mess with my microphone too much. Hopefully it's not terrible. Video's unavailable. What? Sorry, just trying to get set up here. Make sure everything's looking right. There you go. Creepy Kirk just posted them all. Did they bounce around on the screen? There they go. They're floating around. It's kind of weird. They just kind of go in random places. Do you have a sock on your mic? Yes, I do, Brayden. I do. My what? I used to have like a... I did have the fancy spit guard and everything, but I felt like it just got in the way. I was always bumping it. So I probably should get like something more professional. You might get me to tier 2 for the crying baby one. Yeah, well, I'm debating. I might move that back down. I might move that to tier 1 or whatever to just a follower. I have a whole bunch more I'm going to have to make as we go along. It's in there right now because I only have so many slots for each tier. So we'll figure it out. We'll get some good ones, hopefully. All right, let me... you know what I didn't do? I need to open up. If you guys want to follow the flight, if you want to track the flight and you don't have Volanta or something or whatever it is, you can go, and I'll post this in the chat for everyone. Events.flighttracker.tech, and just put in just search for the call sign for our flight. There it is. Let's see. I want to make sure. Okay, I've got it. I'm tracking too. All right. So let's get in plane. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I went all the way to my desktop so I could open up the guide on starting up the CRJ because I'm not 100% on it yet. All right, let's get inside. Turn on the EFB. And here you want to make sure which status you want in a default state. I have cold and dark. We're going to put a ground power cart. We're going to open up the passenger door. We'll open up everything else. We'll get our various things we need. Alright, so we're going to do our safety check. We're going to check, make sure our circuit breakers are closed. You can see them right over there. Yeah, they are. Nose wheel steering switch is off. Let me open that back up so I can see the chat while I'm doing this. Thank you for all coming in. Everyone's on Twitch right now watching. That's really cool. If you haven't followed already, please follow. That is free. And if you want to support the stream and make it possible for me to stream a lot more, well, you can hit that subscribe and get a cool little badge. And I'm not sure which emotes are exclusive to which sub status. So, but I'm all learning all this stuff, and we're gonna, as we go along, we'll learn more and more cool stuff to do here on Twitch. All right, hydraulic pumps all off. Landing gear lever is down. Flight spoiler lever is at 0. Slats and flaps are matching what we have on the plane, and that's 0. Radar is off. ADG manual release is stowed. Emergency flaps normal. All right, battery master switch on. Make sure our co-pilot doesn't ask for pushback right away. Turn up the integrated lighting. Yeah, see, okay, yeah, if you're on the sub status, you get the cool emotes and put sunglasses and all those other cool things. Yeah, there are those extra things. You can flip them around. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. All right, where was I before my baby's face went bouncing all over the screen? APU and electrics as required, not yet. IRS, I've never done that before. I know I added that overlay because I see it happen on all kinds of other people's streams, just emotes bouncing all over the place. Or you never done it where you could put the sunglasses on. I didn't realize there were extra things you could do. And since I guess it's my own channel, I'm technically a tier 3 subscriber to my own channel. I didn't realize that. I guess it makes sense that I should be able to use all the stuff on my own channel. All right, emergency equipment checked. Gear and safety pins on board. Airplane documents checked. Hydraulic pump 3A and IMS or FMS will do that later. Cabin inspection. Okay, we do get a little bit of a frame bump down here. The frames kind of go down when we pop out the extra window. And I'm wondering if that's because we've lowered the priority of Flight Simulator with that background thing. Not a big deal, I only use it right here. So we're gonna turn on the emergency lights. We get emergency lights on message, seatbelts, and no smoking to auto, and then we'll turn off the emergency lights. Originating check, internal, external pre-flight checks complete, pedals, seat, and harness. As it is, we're gonna check the oxygen. There you go. Audio warning panel on the co-pilot side are no lights and are covered. Electrical power panel, all gen switches are auto. IDG disk switches are guarded. DC service switch is off and battery master is on. Fire detection, fire monitor test. Again, I have to pull up this screen so you can see. Fire system okay, that's all we need. No cool beeping like in the A320. External lights. Nav on, logo on, everything else remains off until later. Fuel panel, fuel boost pumps off. Oops. Bleed air. Wing AI cross bleed is at normal. Bleed valves at auto. ISIL is open. Bleed source both engines. APU panel, here we go. We're gonna do our power start. So right there we get APU in byte and APU SOV open. And there we go, start it up. How are you guys all doing tonight? I have the night off, and as I'm trying to work my way into flipping my schedule, sleeping during the day, up at night, today's going to be perfect day to be up all night, as I would be if I was at work, but we can do some streaming, so the easiest thing to do would just be flying a bunch of world tour flights tonight, but I think I don't know if we'll just do an extremely long stream or what. I kind of want to do some VFR flying around some of the cities we've flown into recently, because we don't get to see a ton of the cities as we're flying into the airports. In fact, some of them we're not even close to the cities. Alright, APU is on. We just want to make sure that the engine switches are off and the cont switch is still off. Hydraulic panel. We're going to go down here, switch to hydraulics. We're going to go auto, whoops, no, on for 1B, 2B, and 3B, or 3B and 2B. You can see the hydraulic system. We then switch these to auto, and we switch 3A on. Alright, ELT switch is arm and reset. Cabin pressure panel. Let's see, our elevation is technically 20. Basically, we want to make sure that this switch is in the hold position, in the middle position, man alt. Manual rate is at full decrease. Prent cost is off, and the emergency depress switch is off and guarded. Right, air conditioning, pack, left pack, right pack on, reciprocal fans on. RAM air is guarded and off and guarded. Manual controls are in auto. See, ice detector. Again, this is a very easy test. We hold. There we go. So we have the ice detect, light is on, ice caution message is on. We didn't get that. Am I doing something wrong on there? Oh, we gotta select the ECS page is actually what we want. There we go. Yeah, I get that ADS heat message, which is, I guess, enough. All right. Is there an anti-ice? No. Okay. We'll go windshield switches to low. Probes will be later. Standby compass is checked. Stall test. Smera Uzturk. Hello. Oh, wait. Hi from Turkey. And Leonardo, welcome back to the stream. Thank you. Welcome in, everyone. Hope you're having a good evening. Afternoon, morning, middle of the night, wherever you are. Alright, nose wheel steering still off. Clocks are set. EFIS control panels, display control switches, map, air data references switches, FMS 1. Yep. Barrel switch. Are we just at standard pressure today? Let's see. Okay, we got wind 235 at 25. We have a few clouds. I don't see any clouds. I feel like the weather's broken. Do you feel like the weather's broken? Alright, I want to check the... That doesn't seem right. 20 degrees? Alright, we are EKCH. Let's see. Yeah, it's 6 degrees. It's 6 degrees in real life. So the weather has decided to be silly today. That sucks. But we'll stick with it, I guess. It's supposedly overcast also. So, I don't know what's going on with that. Alright. Shut up. I don't need the Aerosoft anymore.
Ground Lazar 5436 with November request taxi to the active departure to the east. Taxiing hold short runway 22 right using taxiway whiskey.
I think I broke the ATC. Oh, the in-cam ATC is kind of broken. Alright, anti-skid test, MLG Bay overheat test warning, fail test. Alright, let's do the FMS. Well, let's check the rest of this. Brake temperature. Where would brake temperature be? Not sure. Not a big deal. We shouldn't have much on the brake temperature. Mute horn switch is guarded. Landing gear lever is down. Engine sync switch is N1. Indicator lights as required. Ground P-rocks are checked. No lights on. Pitch and roll disc handles are stowed. Thrust reversers are armed. Spoilers are at 0. Thrust levers checked and shut off. Alright, let's go in here and do our test for our TCAS.
TCAS system test okay.
Alright, display fan switch is normal. Avionics fan, normal. Backup mode selector switch, standby. IRS switch is nav. Let's see, trims, stab, mock, and then our yaw damper engaged. Alright, source select panel all normal. Parking brake set. Landing gear manual release stowed. ADG manual deploy handle is stowed. Emergency flap switch normal. Yes, I do. It looks like you're wearing a nice red dress. Pretty cool. Let's see. We are ready. Actually, let's start Pack X, my passenger simulation. and they'll come on while we're doing the FMS. PAC-X, where are you? Alright, start flight, career mode. We're gonna give ourselves an hour 40. Actually, an hour 50. I'm always late, it seems. 62 passengers today. There we go. And the passengers are coming on board. We got a nice mix of names. Let me know if you recognize anybody. I'm sure I could actually... Yeah, it's spiking. No matter how far away I am from the mic, it is. It's spiking on my OBS monitor, so I can't tell. Alright, Semra's wearing a traditional Turkish gown in her profile picture. Pretty cool. Yeah, that's what it looks like. I can't see them very clearly though. They're kind of small for me, but... Alright, so let's get into the FMS. Alright, airport today, Echo Kilo Charlie Hotel. We just copy our position, execute flight plan, Echo Kilo Charlie Hotel. We're flying to Echo Lima Lima X-ray. Alright, flight plan. Our alternate is Amsterdam today. Echo Hotel Alpha Mike.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to welcome you aboard our flight.
Execute, and we'll go to the next page and do our flight plan, our waypoints. First waypoint is Lango. We say that in 2, so direct to Lango. We will have a standard instrument departure out of here. Deagle is our next waypoint. Waypoints always have 5, usually have 5 letters. And then airways, which are made up of many waypoints, kind of like a highway, skyway. They're going to go here. That's going to be via November 872, so it's got numbers and letters. And then we have VORs, like November India Kilo. They usually have 3 letters. So we're going to take Mike 624. We're going to take that until we get to Remba. And there's our flight plan. Not too long, not too complicated. Alright, go to our performance initial page. Gotta go, it's nearly 3 a.m. in Turkey. Yeah, I think it's in real life it is almost 1 in the morning. It is 1 in the morning now, I think, in Denmark, where we are taking off. But I've set it to morning here. Alright, we're gonna close these doors. Performance, and we go 0 fuel weight. 0 fuel weight today is 26.4. And fuel, we need 4.5. We have 4.5 on board. So nothing we really have to do. Let's see, what's the exact? 4, 5, 12. There you go. Okay, now the other way you could do this is you could go over here to this little panel and do a fueling up. You can see it actually had the fuel that we had on board. I didn't do that, so we're not going to do it because that takes a little bit of time. Just set the payload in the simulator, copy the data to the FMS. It's just a quick and dirty way to do it. Go to VNAV setup. Just checking our speeds. Transition altitude is 5,000. What did she say? What did the passenger have? I guess he has his cell phone out and doesn't want to put it away. Oops. So we're having a passenger incident here.
Taxi to and hold short runway 22 left using taxiway Lima Yankee Romeo. Victor 1, Scandinavian 15901.
I hope you guys aren't picking up a ton of background noise. I don't know, my microphone's like in overdrive right now. I have to like, I don't know what I have to do. Alright, so we did the FMS, passengers are ready. So let's turn off the flight plan and see where we need to go next. What was that? Did you guys hear that noise? What was that noise? Heard something weird. Alright, passenger signs are on. Landing elevation set, boost pumps on and checked. Altimeter set, FMS and IRS are set. And we are ready to start moving. Alright, so APU on and checked, papers on board, takeoff data is set. Actually, it's not. So we can go in here and you can actually set it like this. Whatever speeds you need. Let's do it like this, but you could just go set all. But we're going to do it, we'll do it manually so you can see how to do it. How to handle the issue. I'm not sure what. There we go. How can we handle this passenger? Let's report the passenger. Alright, so there's all the passengers are kind of grumpy because this guy right here, Robert here, is doing something. Not sure what it is. Not sure if he's still circling the red. So we're handling a passenger incident. While we're doing that, we're going to put in our VT, which is our target speed. So right there, VT 191. So we just spin this. 191. Right, and then we go over here, and this is going to be all the V-speed references, or V-speeds. So there was our target, now our V-speeds, and we can kind of rotate through them. So our V, let's see which one it's on. Okay, it's on the V1, so 130 knots for V1. Then we hit select, and that's going to take us to rotate, I believe, yep. So we're going to go 130 knots for rotate speed. Hello Enzo Alvarez, welcome to the stream. This is World Tour. I didn't actually properly introduce this flight. So once we get going here, once I finish this little section, once we get our V2 speed in, which is 140 knots, I will introduce this flight. Yes, I do know X-Plane 12. Not really, I don't know if I'm going to get it or use it at all because I did X-Plane 11 for a while and then I jumped over to this flight simulator. It's just due to time and money, but we'll see. Keep my eye open on it. Alright, so this is, for everyone who's joining, this is Microsoft Flight Simulator World Tour Flight 97. We're flying from Copenhagen, Denmark to Luxembourg City, Luxembourg. This flight is based on Luxair 5436, usually flown using a de Havilland -8-400, but I will be using Aerosoft CRJ-700 since I don't have the -8 with the Luxair livery created by Ivar 18. And then we're using Alpha India Group's traffic, that's the other planes we're seeing in the sky, and Bijan Habashi's 4-season pack. So let's kind of jump out of the plane and yeah, we still do have some other planes here in Copenhagen. Alright, speaking of that, let's close the passenger door and remove the wheel chocks. Alright, we are ready to go. Alright, I hope you do, Enzo, and if you do, it'll show up as you're the latest sub on the stream, so that'll be really cool. Always glad to have more subscribers and always glad to help you guys enjoy the flight simulators and learn some things. I know I had a few people, like Creepy Kirk, has learned a ton from my channel, and that's always good to hear. I try to do it as clearly and as realistic as possible, or at least as close to realistic as possible. All right, takeoff data is set. Doors are closed and locked, so we'll just double check that. Yep. Let's see, beacon light on. That means we can start the engines. Fuel pumps and quantity on. Hydraulic pumps auto and on. They're all auto and on. Parking brake as required. And we can start the engines. So we're gonna go. Yeah, I don't think we need a pushback. I think we just kind of spin around and come back out. So we're gonna go start engine, left engine. And we can see the N2 coming up. Once it gets to 20, we're gonna flip this little red switch and put it to idle. Yep, there's the Discord. Yeah, please join the Discord, and not a lot going on over there, but oh, that's good, Creepy. Yeah, you gotta step away. Oh, you're watching the stream on your wife's birthday. It's not my. Hope you don't get in trouble. I'd be getting in trouble. All right, so we're in idle, and the engine's gonna spool up nice and quick now. All right, I gotta remove a cat from the bedroom. She wants the peace and quiet. Well, that's good. Well, how are you keeping the kids out of her face? Yeah, my microphone just seems to be picking everything up right now. Not sure why. Oops. Alright, I think we solved that passenger problem. Yep. Is he still on board? He is. He's content. Alright. Kids are watching TV in their rooms. Well, that's how you do it. Alright, and Enzo Alvarez is subbing, so hopefully that message pops up on our stream, because I like to make the shout out for all the subscribers. Alright, starting engine 2, or the right engine. Arabia Merak. Okay. Merak must be like airline or something, because we got Royal Air Merak for Morocco. Did you know that I'm saving up for X-Plane 12 and a Logitech Flight and Microsoft Flight Simulator? Well, that's how you do it. You gotta save up. You gotta save up for things that you want. Alright, and up's coming. Our right engine. Alright, we're going to look at the electrical panel. You can see we still have the APU, but now Gen 1 and Gen 2, the engines, they're the ones feeding the power to the bus 1 and bus 2. So we're going to do anti-ice as required. Doesn't, with the weather that Microsoft has given us, we don't need anti-ice. Probes. Make sure that heating is on. Electrics checked, rudder checked, nose wheel steering armed. APU stop switch. Uh-oh, not want to do that. That one. Okay, I thought all right, APU is coming down. Hey, Oliver Smith. Welcome. Welcome. Whoa. Okay, the live weather decided to finally jump in. That changes everything. Wow. Dramatic change. The real life weather is 6 degrees and cloudy, and those clouds are moving. So definitely the weather just kind of changed on us, which I'm glad. Glad we're actually getting the weather we should have right now. So now it should be about 6 degrees and cloudy. As am I, Enzo. I don't know when I got into it. I just, at some point I got really into X-Plane, and that's where, and those clouds are really moving. I really got into the simulator and been doing it like just religiously ever since. Let's see. I wonder if the ATIS has changed now. Let's see. Because the ATIS was telling us it was 20 degrees out and no sky conditions. Yeah, there we go. Overcast. Temperature 6. There we go. So it changed. So it wasn't pulling in the live weather right away, which is a little annoying. Okay, well, let's get this show on the road. Oh, Nightbot is smacking you down, Enzo. I'm gonna have to turn that off. I like spamming of. I don't have a problem with spamming emotes to a certain degree, and especially on Twitch. I want you guys dropping. Gotta figure out how we can get the YouTube ones that would do that too. I think I have to set up another one for that. It takes forever to fly over Texas. Flying from Miami to San Diego today, still 2 hours ago. Hey, it takes forever to drive across, Texas. So, ATIS for, yep, that's exactly. I looked at the ATIS. The ATIS in sim. Now I gotta take the baby upstairs. All right. Well, give me 1 second. We got some baby transfers going on. Grandma can have the baby for a while. Yeah, Creepy Kirk, I checked the ATIS, and the ATIS did not match up what they were telling us in sim. Alright, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm talking to myself and I don't have the camera on. Yes, the ATC is in the Flight Simulator Enzo. It's just the default one I'm using. Once we get in the air elevator, let me look at that. I don't want to just be sitting on the ground forever. So, we should be able to go here. Nose wheel steering armed. We turned off the APU. We're ready to taxi. So, flaps. Trims. Trims are 7.2. Thrust reversers are armed. Flight instruments checked. Let's do that. Alright, so down, neutral, up, neutral, all left, all right, neutral, rudder right, rudder left, neutral. Alright, FMS, brake temperatures checked. Flaps are good, yep. Let's see. And we're ready to taxi, so here we go. We are going to, I have no idea our taxi route now. I didn't write it down. Not a big deal. We'll just kind of get there. We're going to runway 22 right, I believe. I really should have written it down because, okay, there it is. 22 right using Whiskey, Sierra, Victor, Bravo. And then we're crossing. Ugh, stop. Crossing and then Bravo Echo 1. Okay, okay, not too difficult. So we're at 22 right. Let's put that in. Departure arrival, runway 22 right. We are taking off with the Lang 1 Charlie SID. Execute. Check our legs, make sure there's no discontinuities. All looks good. Okay, we're ready to go. Parking brake released. Taxi lights on. And let's go. I'm pleased that the weather it's at least a real life now. Oh, 04 runway? Really? The GeForce 1660 Super benchmarks for medium quality at 1440p. I was gonna say I have a 1070. I'm at 1080p and I'm at high quality for most part. Let's see. Yeah, you can't. I mean, 1660 is not terrible. And again, that's 1440p. That's if you're playing. If you're going to do a 4K. I mean, I would try to find a I mean, if you're looking at pre-built anyway, I would try to find. I'd try to find something pre-built with a 30 series. Okay, we're going to Bravo. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Get something in the 30 series. I mean, anything in the 30 series is going to be better than a 1660 or a 1070 or, you know, so. Now the server name is just Martin Wenzel, same as the YouTube channel. So if you're searching for it, and I think Creepy Kirk can. Yep, there it is. All right, Oliver is back. Yeah, we're just talking about the different specs for your computer. Of course, I'm all stuffed up now, and the mic is picking up way too much. Alright, where is my... Okay, lights and strobes is required, fuel, okay. I tell you, I don't know if I'm ever going to get this... Okay, I'm going to get this plane in the air. It's like, everyone is just intent on interrupting constantly on this flight. It's like, can we, No, it's like, this is why I like it when I'm home alone. Alright. Landing lights, strobe lights, ATC on.
Cleared for takeoff runway 22 right, Lux Air 5436.
Let's see. Go through the checklist here. Fuel X-flow set to manual. Ignition anti-ice is required. Flight attendant advised. Transponder TCAS on is required. Radar terrain display and CIS. All right. Man, I feel like it's just picking everything up today. Mic. All right, we are. Say we were cleared. Yep, we're cleared. So we're gonna take off. Once I get in the air, I gotta go change another stinky diaper. Yep, once we get to cruise, we'll have lots of time, or a little bit of time, until we obviously need to get thinking about landing. Okay, who's on the runway? And what are they doing? Well, you can. I'll talk about more. I'll talk about that more, Oliver. It all depends on your resolution. What is this plane doing in the middle of the runway? I feel like another plane's coming in to land the wrong direction. And those clouds are just moving today. Alright, well, they did clear us. For some reason, there is someone else on the runway. Not sure why. But we're gonna go take off, go around speeds, and we'll set our initial altitude to 36,000. Why does this sound so weird? I've never heard that sound before. Yeah, why is everyone taking off this direction now? Wait, did they change they changed directions. They changed directions since we got our clearance. I didn't check that because we got our clearance before. That's what happened there. If you're wondering why they're all coming in the other way. So Enzo Alvarez was right. I didn't understand what you were getting at, Enzo. But because we got the new nav.
3 miles southwest of Castra, 1,300 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace. Luxor 5, 436.
Why does it sound like that? Did I do something wrong? My engine sounds weird.
Squawk 2666, Luxor 5, 436.
It never sounded like that before.
265 feet traffic is 1 o'clock, 4 miles at 2,900 feet. Report them in sight. Luxor 5, 436 radar contact.
Wait a second. What is that doing? Why is that open?
Cleared through the
What the?
Airflow 265, 801
Why is that open?
feet above your assigned altitude.
What is going on?
And maintain 3,000 feet.
What is... Yeah, it should have been runway 4, but we got cleared for 22. Stavrolekis Mike, welcome to the channel. Thank you for the sub. Would you hear that engine like that or have... I'd rather have the engine like this. Now I'm trying to figure out though why we have this propeller. What is this? I don't know what that is. And why it's open. What is that? It's so weird. I feel like it must have something to do with the fact that we
Airflow 265, 8, please expedite your descent, 3,000 feet. Luxor 5, 436, contact Copenhagen Center on 119.43. Good day. 119.43 Luxor 5, 436. Copenhagen Center, Luxor 5, 436, 9,300 feet. Scandinavian
Gentlemen, we have now
798,
passed
contact
1,000
after
feet.
approach
You may now turn on your larger portable electronic
119.05.
devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened while you're
Luxor 5,
not parking in
436,
the galley or
Copenhagen
near the
Center,
laboratory.
QNH,
This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi,
Arabian
you'll be
Mira,
directed to a page
612 climb
with small
and maintain
internet
flight level
access.
180.
We offer complimentary in-flight communication to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi and you'll be able to access our wide range of free live
Scandinavian 700.
Scandinavian Flight 40, you are 5,300 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 9,200 feet. QNH 29.88. Descend and maintain 9,200 feet. Scandinavian Flight 40. Scandinavian 540 descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Alpine 772 tree, please expedite your descent, 4,400 feet. Arabian Mirok 612 climb and maintain flight level 260.
Yeah, Thunder X, you have to buy the CRJ. CRJ's from Aerosoft. Okay, we are climbing pretty good here. I don't know what that sound is. Or I feel like the sound is... We got this, our fan up. Uh-oh. Frames are kind of sucking up here. I think it's because of all the clouds, the weather. There's some gnarly weather out here. Whew. But this is frame rates I'd be expecting with all these clouds. And for some reason we have a propeller out. So I'm just thinking that's what the sound is we're hearing. Let's see. Well, give me a second. Welcome everyone to the stream. We're flying Copenhagen, Denmark to Luxembourg City, Luxembourg. Flight 97 of my world tour, flying into every country and territory in the world via commercial flight. Turn off our taxi lights. Turn off the seatbelt sign. Had a really nasty diaper. Yeah, frame rates are not doing so great. I think it's all the weather.
The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move about the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when you
left approach by Kilo Alpha Sierra transition clear to Kilo Alpha Sierra Alpine 772 tree.
It's because of all these clouds. So that's gonna be a little difficult. And now we might have hurt ourselves on this climb because we're already slowing down and trying to gain the speed. Ram or air turbine? Yeah. Oh, okay. Whoops. 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 Don't need the anti-ice. Yeah, well, why is it open? Because it wasn't open before. Alright, I want to kind of check out, well, wherever we end up. I mean, the flight might take a little bit longer. Yeah, we're actually ascending pretty good. There we go. It was a lot of haze there, and that's gonna hit the frame rate. But we haven't been having too much on the glitchy, or haven't had any of the glitches lately. I kind of wanted to see if we'd be able to see some of Europe here, but with all the cloud cover. All right, let me do my checks, and then I'm going to, we'll answer some things here. Fuel X-Flow Auto, yep. Bleeds and APU set. Lights and passenger sides required. Thrust reversers are off. CAS checked and checked. All right. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let me jump back in here. Is there no way to like stow that fan? That's so weird that that's on. Like, I'm just wondering how we got to that, why that's on. APU door is closed. Man, we are... Where are we over? Let's just get a look at where we're over. We are flying right now, also we're kind of leaving... Well, not leaving Denmark, but we're flying over... Does this body of water have a name? Well, basically we're flying in between the different islands. Flying from Zealand right now toward Denmark proper. We're gonna just skirt the top of Germany, just south of the Denmark border, and then we're gonna be flying basically along the through Netherlands, aimed towards Amsterdam. We're going to fly from Amsterdam down towards Antwerp and Brussels, and then angle back towards Luxembourg. So if we get some the clouds clear up, it should be a beautiful flight. Otherwise, it'll just look like this. All right, let's see. Let me jump back and answer you guys' questions here. Oliver Smith, after you look at the computers more in detail, once you get to cruise, be honest if I should not spend the 1200 or not. Well, depends on your budget. Depends on your budget, but I would say if you can, try to get a 30 series. Try to get the latest graphics card out there. You don't need to get the top one, but get the latest in this series. And I know it's very difficult because those are hard. I mean, if you can find, or at least a 2000 series, but I get where you're at. You want to get something to get in a budget, and 1200 is where I'd be looking for a computer. 1200 to 1800, that range. That's where I usually go. Let's see. I'll be playing on minimum settings, but that's what I mean. It's like, why would you want to get Flight Simulator and play on minimum settings? You'd want to play at least medium or high. And like I'm flying right now, I'm flying with ultra widescreen, so everything you're seeing on my screen, the simulator, that's my whole screen. It's 2560 by 1080. I play at 1080p. But ultra wide, so I'm actually a little bit more information is required than just a basic 1920 by 1080 screen, right? But I have a 1070 graphics card now. I've upgraded my CPU and my memory to be able to do it and to stream, and you're gonna need more for that stuff anyway. But I play at high settings for the most part, and you see my frame rates are, certain areas it gets a little, difficult. And obviously if we have issues like we did before, it gets difficult. But if you get, I think a 1660, you'll be able to swing high settings. The issue is that you get a 2000 series or a 3000 series, you're just going to be more future-proof. But again, I understand the way the pricing is right now, it's a mess. Alright, you can see we have kind of gotten to that point.
Copenhagen Center, calling 8526, flight level 300.
Calling 8526 Copenhagen Center. Continue.
I don't know why that fan is on. It just blows me away. Why that guy is out. And how do you put it away? How do you put it away? Oh, look at this beautiful flight. Well, and it all depends. Like right now, this actually, to be honest with you, the clouds are more of a hit on my system. These kind of clouds, these kind of puffy, this kind of stuff is more of a hit on my system than, obviously, just the scenery below. It's so weird that fan is going like that. That is for the PC only. Yeah, I mean, you're going to be spending if you want to get a decent gaming PC to do simulators, you're going to be spending, you can spend in the mid thousands and you'll be sitting all right. Again, graphics card prices are messed up right now though. Enzo subs. He said he subbed too. Yeah, it hasn't shown up. So, but thanks for the sub. I believe that you subbed, but sometimes it doesn't always go through. It'll come through later. It's a perfect PC. The only thing is that I'll be shopping at Best Buy because I could use credit to pay for it. Yep, Tundrax, welcome to the stream. We have to buy it. The CRJ, you have to buy it on Aerosoft. I believe Aerosoft.com. You can get it there. It might be available. I think it's also available in the Flight Simulator Marketplace. According to the forums, the little door is a RAM air turbine door, something like that. Creepy Kirk. Ooh, only $150 more to get the Omen 30L with the 3060. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Don't buy Omen PC. Alright, well. But again, if you can find a 30 series graphics card, similar specs on everything else, but the difference between the graphics card is 1660 and the 30 series, go with the 30 series, spend that extra, you know, $100 or whatever. I have a question. Is the CRJ-700, is it the coolest jet ever? I don't know if it's the coolest jet ever. I like it. It's a very good one in Flight Simulator so far. I don't know if it's the coolest jet. Okay, Oliver Smith is going to see how to close it. I'm still behind, so you probably already told me. The FA-18 is the coolest jet ever. It auto-deploys if the AC generators are lost. Our AC generator? Why are our AC generators lost? Okay. Why don't I have a... There's no message about that. I always look at this. Is this like supposed to be like that, or is that like a damage to the plane? Let me see. Where's our electric? Why would our AC generators be? I mean, we got our generators. That's so weird. Alright, well. My name is what's your call sign? My call sign is Lima Golf Lima 5436. You can follow the flight on, what is it called? Flight events. Flight events. I think I have it right there. Oh, I'm so far behind. Sorry. Trying to find how to close the rat. The noise is definitely from that. Wait, what monitor are you using? Me, I'm using an LG. I have no idea what the monitor is, but it's an LG. Because you don't have a reliable source of AC power, it can only be restored on the ground. Well, I don't have a reliable source of AC power, though. I have the engines. Weird. Right, I have an HP Omen 30L, and it's fantastic. No idea why you would tell someone to never buy one. You might have had bad experience with it. I would never get a Lenovo ever again, because I had a bad experience with that.
125.1 Luxair 5, 436. Bremen Center, Luxair 5, 436, flight level 350.
Alright, so we are coming to the Bremen Center airspace. Just about to reach the German coastline. It sounds like a vacuum cleaner. So northern Germany, just south of Denmark. Just south of Flensburg. It's said it's caused when the electrical systems are down. Enzo Alvarez, I really want to try to get the 747 Max. 747 Max. The ram air turbine is used to use the aircraft's movement through the air to generate enough electronics to control the aircraft in the event of engine loss. But we don't have engine loss, do we? I hear the engines. I wonder, because I did hit this. Let's put that on. I did hit the start button again on one of the engines. Did that like confuse it? Because we have engines. Oh, you know. We did pull that ADG on our test. We accidentally pulled that. I wonder if it deployed it. We didn't notice. So we might have actually manually deployed that. Yeah, there's nothing, I can't close it, and it's not on the EFB. I don't see the ADG. Oh no, there it is. Oh, I can stow it. Or it says it's stowed. It still sounds. No, I can't stow it. So it says it's stowed, but it's not stowed. Interesting. All right, well. Yeah, maybe I bumped something wrong. Enzo, we're gonna be landing in Luxembourg City, Luxembourg at Luxembourg Airport. Beautiful, beautiful place. I downloaded some scenery for it. I'm not sure if I want the scenery for it now. I look at it and this, you know, the downloaded scenery doesn't add too much that the upgraded default scenery doesn't. The airport is good, but the rest of the area, it actually overrides all my beautiful 4 season packs, so it's going to look a little strange. But we'll try it for this flight, and then maybe the next flight I'll take it out, because I think the upgrade that they recently did, the World Update, has made that area look better. Even though I feel like I think the scenery that I downloaded is from later. Okay, closing it is a 2-person job on the ground, huh? Alright, Enzo joined the Discord server, let me see. Keeper Jr., I'm assuming. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. Let's see, I'm seeing what Creepy Kirk. Creepy Kirk had his first missed approach into Miami yesterday. I'm just looking on Discord. Handled it pretty well, I think. Negative 124 landing rate to top it all off. That looks really good, actually. I'm looking at your flight there. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Looks like, seems like you were probably too high, right? But yeah, you just did a perfect loop. I mean, not a. That looks really good. Alright, well, it's always an adventure. That's the first time I've ever had that, so I must have deployed it when I... Oh, look at that. This is the first time I've ever actually gotten to our climb altitude. It's also because we're in Toga, so let's pull back to climb so we don't burn all our fuel off. What's your plan for North Korea on your world tour? We will fly there. We will. I've flown there. I flew there in my when I was doing it in X-plane. I actually even made my own livery for it, for Air Koryo, whatever, the North Korean Airlines. I had to make my own livery. So I used to paint some liveries back in the day. Make sure the red lever thing on the bottom is open. I suppose it needs to be open because it's deployed. Yep, we'll fly to North Korea. I should probably fly to Yemen. If I'm going to fly to some of these countries that you shouldn't fly to, I should probably fly to Yemen as well. The issue is I've never found a commercial flight into Yemen, because everything canceled, I think, because of the situation there. Alright, so we are cruising along just fine. You can see our speed also. Well over our planned speed. We should have enough fuel, so we'll burn and we'll go fast here. All right. Yeah. Well, we're flying over the northern tip of Germany. That fan. It's like a vacuum cleaner on the plane. Let's see. 40 minutes to go. And we're not even halfway. Not a long flight by any means. I feel like that sound is overpowering though. Would it be that loud? Let's see, let's see. Let me see, what's our next flight? I forgot what the next flight is. Next flight we're flying LOT Polish Airlines over to Warsaw. That one might actually be a little bit longer flight too. Oh, I know what I wanted to check. I wanted to check my flight plan because we do have a step in the flight plan up to 37,000 feet. And that's going to be at Lecco. Let's see, where is that? Alright, so once we get on to Amsterdam and make our turn to Amsterdam, then we will climb to 370 because we're kind of going on a, I guess our direction is going to be more south than west. So east-west you're at even altitudes, I believe is how it goes. Actually, I might be just talking on my butt. It's actually just directional. I think it's one direction on a route, it's odd, and the other direction is even, obviously, so that you don't have two planes colliding midair. Okay, so you can see our speed we have set at 0.74 knots, but we're going 0.815, and that's because I haven't manually pulled back on the throttle, which is what we can do. And that means we'll actually have a little bit of extra speed when we need to climb to 37,000. I'm getting this speed from right here, so our target speed is 0.74. Put the throttle right around there. Alright, not sure if you're on the model, but there's something called Dave. Do you know that? If you're on the model, there's something called Dave. I don't know what that is. Like in the CRJ? Is that what you're talking about? And so Alvaro, sorry about that. I handed to talk to my friend. That's fine. If you want to talk to your friend. It's a tablet, I guess, called Dave, and you go to service maintenance, and I guess you can close it like that. Well, like I said, there it is, but it won't stow. And I don't know if this is on, if that's modeled, if that's a, is that a real thing in the real plane? Let's see, CRJ Dave. That is, okay. So it's for the Aerosoft CRJ. Weird. Yeah, well, it won't let me. It won't let me. I wonder if that's named after someone. Seeing a David Lopez Vega. But that might just be the author of this article. Yeah, but we can't, it says stowed, but it's not actually stowing. Alright, so we are now over... Where are we? The Heligoland bite, and we're actually coming right back in. That quick, it wasn't that long. Coming into northern Netherlands. Enzo, maybe at some point. Once the Discord, once we get to that point, maybe. Where we need an administrator. Yeah, I used to play GTA 5, I played it a lot. I made a few YouTube videos, like, using LSPDFR, where you role play as, law enforcement and that kind of stuff. That was fun, but it's a lot of work to set it up, and maybe it'll work a little bit better now that I have a better PC or better CPU. Yep, play War of Rights also. Again, I haven't played that in a while. You know, and maybe I have to do that. Maybe I have to just, on one of these streams, you know, one of the nights have a, you know, just a different game night where we play different games or something, because well, neither of them are for kids, I guess. I mean, War of Rights, I would argue, is more for kids because it's historical. You know, it's based on the Civil War. And it's actually pretty accurate in a lot of ways. You can learn a lot from it. GTA, not for kids. GTA is just crazy. Do a long flight and play while you're cruising. I don't think I'd be able to... My PC wouldn't be able to handle playing 2 games at once like that. I know I see people do it, and it's kind of weird. Well, War of Rights is Civil War. The one I've been playing lately, and it's been probably over a year since I played it, is Hell Let Loose. That's for World War II. That's like the... Whoa, what just happened? I just saw something like fly across my screen. That was weird. That was weird. HP Omen 30L gaming desktop. AMD Ryzen 5 5600G, 16 gig memory. Yeah, I'd be concerned. Now I'm looking at it. I'd be concerned. I mean, if you could find something with double the memory and like 32 gigs, and like if you could get a Ryzen 7, you'd be in a better position too. It's all about where your limits are, because like for example on my computer I have an AMD Ryzen 7 5800X, and then I have 32 gigs of memory, but then I have the GeForce 1070. And so most of the time, my stuff is now limited by the graphics card. And I'm worried that in your case, you might get limited by the memory or the CPU. On the other hand, that might be just fine. And plus you got a terabyte solid state drive. That's a very good thing to have a terabyte there. I don't know how expandable that is. Again, I usually build my own computers now. Or I've only built one, technically, and added parts to it. That's always something now that I always think about. Is like, well, am I going to be able to add another hard drive in the future? Am I going to be able to upgrade the memory? You should be able to upgrade that memory yourself in the future if you want to. It's not that hard if you have the slots. Same with the CPU will be dependent on the motherboard. What emoji went flying over? Who posted an emoji? That was weird. Let's see. Oh, okay. So Creepy Kirk has that. Yeah, exactly. That's my point. Is if the HP Omen, and Creepy Kirk's gonna have to talk about this because I build my own PC. Like if it has upgradability, that's good. I mean, like I still have the same PC case, same power source, same graphics card, basic, and all the hard drives. Basically what I did this summer is I had to swap out the motherboard. And obviously if you can get a motherboard that's going to be able to upgrade, but I didn't upgrade for 5 years, and so the motherboard, I swapped out the motherboard, switched CPU brands completely, so had to swap out the motherboard anyway. And then RAM is always RAM and hard drives usually are the most upgradable if you have the space. And again, I don't know, Creepy Kirk will have to speak on it, like how's that HP Omen look for upgrade. But yeah, definitely you want to leave yourself room as a desktop. That's the whole point of a desktop, is giving yourself that ability to upgrade and not have to buy a whole new system, because for the most part, a lot of times your parts are decent. You just need to upgrade RAM, or you need to upgrade the CPU at some point, or whatever it is. And that's a way where you can save money. Okay, that's good. Well then, I'd say, yeah, Oliver, get the HP Omen. I mean, Creepy Kirk says it's pretty good. Keeper Jr. Hello from Discord. Let's see. Yep, ATC's going wild. That is the glitch. That is the glitch with that is the glitch with the ATC, the in-game ATC and Alpha India Group's traffic. Is that it doesn't understand like altitudes or something. Whoa. Wow, we lost a lot of speed. That's not what I wanted to do. And now we're gonna have a hard time getting that speed back. Oops, 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 oops. Get that speed back where we want it. Yeah, this doesn't have auto thrust, so you gotta keep your eye on it. We were all the way down to almost needing to put our flaps out. Enzo has the 787. Yep, if you have the premium deluxe version of Microsoft Flight Simulator, you have the 787-10. Now I've had mixed results with the Heavy Division mod and for the 787 and the Salty mod for the 747. I always run into issues with both of those. Issues I don't tend to run into with the A32X. I tend to not have too many problems with that. Ooh. Okay, we glitched a little bit there on the frame rate, but not the sound glitch, so I'm just thinking something's loading in. A toy! Remote control plane or something like that. Oof. Yeah, I don't know if we're every once in a while we're getting kind of like a frame rate. I wonder if it's just there's a lot of planes, because we are starting to get into just I can't talk. Just flew past Groningen. And we're headed for Amsterdam. Amsterdam's just could be right ahead of us. I can't believe that fan is out. I think we're just kind of getting a frame rate hit because of all the scenery. Oh, that looks beautiful down there, doesn't it? Doesn't it look great? Especially those clouds. I always like the clouds because it gives this real 3D look to it. This real perspective. A Creepy Kurt just bought the base version, hoping for Fly-by-Wire to keep up the good work. When that A320 releases, I'm flying from Singapore to New York City. Yeah, I can't wait. I am so excited to see what they do with that A380. And to fly a big plane. I mean, the 747, I would love to have the 747 operate, you know, be as accurate as they've gotten the A321X. And we'll get something similar with the A380, you know, big giant plane. And I'm hoping, I know that they're going to put out a great product. And it's not, I mean, it's a free product too, which makes it all the better. Captain Sid would charge $60 for the 832NX and it would have the base 747 cockpit. Yeah. That is for sure. That's for sure. Wow. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, are you? Oh, you're Keeper Junior. That's right. Why is this? I'm trying to figure out how to. Just trying to figure out why my microphone is maxing. I hope it's not too bad. I know it sounds the volume's a little bit better, but I think it's getting into the red too much, and so it's like getting that fry, which you don't want. That vocal, I don't know if it's called vocal fry. I kind of want to. All right, we'll go like this. I think I can. I don't know how to do it. I think we want to go here. How do I do that? I know I usually do it on the A320 so I can avoid you know, when I'm using VATSIM, I can have VATSIM on, use the comms, and then not have to hear the in-game ATC. But now I can't figure out how to do that. Oh well. Oh well. Alright, so we are coming up pretty soon to where we're going to start our climb to our next flight level 370. Let's see. Yep, at PAM, at Pampas VOR. So we're gonna. Alright, so we are back at. So we're gonna just pull back to climb. I'm not too worried about fuel, but that is the issue. If you're going too fast, you're burning more fuel. Mic sounds just fine. All right, I'm gonna listen. I'll have to listen back to it. It's just like I'm looking at the monitor and it keeps on OBS and also on my PC. For some reason on my, it looks fine on my my Scarlett, like input thing. It's not flashing red, so that's good, but like everything else, it's in the reds. So I don't know if that's, but that just might be the levels. Let's see. Logitech SATEC Pro Flight Commercial Pilot. What is it? I just clicked on your link and like one of the third things it showed was mypilotstore.com. $1,800. It's on sale right now. $1,800 for the Logitech SATEC Pro Flight Commercial. Ooh, we got a plane flying right across our nose. Hello. Goodbye. Well, that's a little close there, ATC. I don't know what you guys are doing. $1,800 for the Logitech SATEC Pro Flight Commercial Pilot Simulator Bundle. Well, I guess. I mean, looking at it, I can see why it costs that much. You get the SATEC Pro Flight yoke and throttle, the SATEC Pro Flight rudder pedals. Right there, that's a pretty good thing. 6 of the Satec ProFlight instrument panels, a Satec ProFlight switch panel, a Satec ProFlight radio panel, and the Satec ProFlight multi-panel. I like. I like. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's awesome. That'd be so cool, because instead of having to like click at everything, I don't really know why you need those instrument panels. I mean, I guess so you wouldn't have to look around. I'd rather look around the plane, but not having to try to, sometimes there's points where you're trying to press the button and you just can't get it with the mouse. All right, we're gonna climb to we're gonna climb to 370. All right. Well, I got off topic there, or whatever the topic was. I don't know what the topic was. I put a link into the server. Yeah, you did. I'm not sure what it's for. Cool. What am I looking at? What am I looking for? I got pushed by a kid at school today. Well, that's not good. Kids act that way because they want attention. The best way to get them to stop is to ignore them completely. Yeah, I got another plane down there. I mean, it's happened to all of us. And many times the kid doing the pushing has been pushed by a bigger kid, or sometimes even an adult. And so then they're taking out their issues on you. I just feel like my microphone is oversensitive for some reason. I've been working on getting my pilot rating on VAT USA. Looking forward to actually connecting to VATSIM someday soon. Really, you haven't just done VATSIM? Because you don't have to have a crazy rating to do it. I mean, obviously working on it, but that's cool. Definitely cool. Yeah, VATSIM's fun. I need to get much better at it, and it's kind of hard to do it while I'm streaming, and I'm not like pro at it yet. We got a kind of a frame rate hit there, but I'm assuming that frame rate hit is because of Amsterdam. Oof. So I believe that's Amsterdam right down below us. And so we're kind of flying over Amsterdam, or a little bit back there, actually. We're actually coming up on Rotterdam on the right, or on our right, the left of the screen. But yeah, probably a lot of planes in the area because of the airport, because of Amsterdam. So you can see that other plane showing up on our traffic. He's at flight level 313, so he's below us. That's why the arrow is like that. Alright, so let's put our arrival in. Arrival today is... we are planned on runway 24. So we'll get the ILS. Runway 24. Our star is I'm assuming it's supposed to be like Rembrandt. 1 Delta. Right here. And then we're going to transition at Delta India Kilo. Execute. Check the legs. And there we go. What does my gaming setup look like? Oh. I don't have a way to give you guys a picture of it right now. I'll have to take a picture because I don't have another camera right now at this point. Like I said, if you guys, support me and we grow over here, that means I can put more cameras up or get more aircraft, do some more things on the stream. But in any case, I'm going to be streaming and having fun doing it. I know I don't need one, but I want to do it right when I'm signing in. Well, that's good too. If you're learning it, and then get in there and do know what you're doing right off the bat. My gaming setup is just I have a I don't know, decent sized table. I got my monitor right in front of me. Logitech camera facing me. I got some M audio speakers that are basically kind of propping up the monitor in a way. And then I have an extra monitor on my right that I did not buy. It was a leftover monitor from an older computer we had. So I plugged that in so I could do the streaming and have more interaction. And then I just have I got my flight stick and got my Thrustmaster flight stick and got the throttle and the rudders. What's behind me? Well, over here we have we got a stroller, and then if I zoom out, you'd be able to see on the left we got a crib over there, dresser full of baby clothes and all that stuff. Got a cow painting. Well, Donald Trump has turned around. My mom got this Donald Trump, my Aunt Kim gave my mom this Donald Trump doll that says quotes. And she's like, you can have it. So I got it back there. It's turned the wrong way. In the future I'll have to get I need to work on the setup back there. But it is what it is. It's kind of a mess, but we're working on it. Need to put some more shelves up because we have too much stuff in order to put it. Okay, let's jump in here. Uh-oh. Did I miss something? I think we need to start descending. Why is it all zeros? Oh, execute. Why is it all zeros like that? Well, this isn't going to help us on our... Why is it all zeros? This isn't helpful. Oh. Why is it doing that? Usually this page will give you the rate you need to descend at to get to the various levels, but for some reason it doesn't have our altitudes. Hey, just eat dinner? Or you just ate dinner? Because I ate dinner already. I don't need to eat dinner. What's the exact issue? I'll find the solution. Well, I'm on my Direct to page, and usually this page will show you the descent rate you need to intercept the altitude, but it's not showing that for some reason today. So I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because our cruise.
Climb and maintain flight level 380 Swiss 728.
United 47 Heavy Fleet, expedite your climb.
Right, we're at 3700. This might be what. Maybe this is what caused it. There we go. Because we didn't have the flight level in. Because we did that climb. There we go. Okay, I fixed it. So we're gonna need to this will start telling us when we need to descend. I don't know why Woody's freaking out. So we're gonna start descending at, looks like Bravo, Uniform Bravo will start descending slightly.
United 47 Heavy Fleet, expedite your climb flight level 380.
Right, here's Navigraphs.
Lufthansa 402 Heavy Fleet, expedite your descent flight level 340.
And we're going to, I'm just looking at the star chart. Standard terminal arrival route for, why are we not on nav anymore? What the heck happened? Why are we not following our navigation? Oh my goodness. Because we should be going to Bub already. What is going on?
Amsterdam Center KLM 1870 is passing flight level 290, climbing flight level 340.
United 47 Heavy Fleet, expedite
I've done this last two flights. I've never had this problem before, and I've done this now twice where
KLM 1870.
I've done some edits and then it for some reason didn't take or got stuck on a page. So now we're on this like weird route. Overshot our turn. What is a PFP? Yeah, join the Discord. Yeah, I need to share my screenshots. I always take a ton of them during the flight, but I forget to share them. I don't really get them shared. Creepy Kirk, I really need a second monitor for Twitch, nav, graphics, etc. Yep. Alt tapping is a pain in the butt, and it's not very good when you're streaming. Even though now I figured out how I can just capture Flight Simulator and I can actually have things going on in the background on this screen, my main screen. Oh, a profile picture. Sure. Yeah, we could do that. Alright, what was I doing? Oh, I was looking at this. So you see we're kind of off on our turn here. So I'm just gonna skip to Remba basically. You see our top of descent, and we're gonna start descending 1,300 feet once we reach that top of descent. We're gonna use vertical speed on our descent, not the speed one. Real life, they use vertical speed on descent usually. Alright, that's Brussels right down there. Which is why we're getting the frame rate hit, because we're over another major airport. Okay, so let's see. We're taking Remba 1 Delta in, flight level 1 or 10,000. I guess that's above flight level or 100, which is 10,000 feet. When we get to RITAX, we need to be at above flight level 100. And we're flying right into the VOR, and that's where we're gonna begin our approach. You just gotta join. Just join the Discord here. Discord. Is that gonna show it? There it is. Yeah, just go there and join in. Alright, then our approach is going to be, let's see, transition altitude 4,500 feet. Airport elevation is 1230. We're gonna need to put that in 1,234 feet. Let's see, at this point, we need to be at 3,000 feet.
Amsterdam Center, Eurowings 9er tree 904 is passing flight level tree 5, climbing flight level tree 40.
All right, so 4,300. So we're a little late on it. But we'll get about, I think, 3.5 should be fine. Turn on our seatbelt signs.
Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign is now turned on, so it's time for transition and
Amsterdam Center, Lufthansa 49er, 8 heavy is at flight level 375, climbing flight level 380. Lufthansa 49er, 8 heavy Amsterdam Center, continue as planned. Amsterdam Center, Emirates 65 heavy is at flight level 350, climbing flight level 360. Emirates 65 heavy Amsterdam Center, continue as planned.
All right, looking good on our descent. We can actually ease it up a little bit. All right, I got the message, Oliver. Yeah, I'll post some of those screenshots. Again, I'm loving the vacuum cleaner on the plane. Is there a way to get the weather on here?
Amsterdam Center, Air France 1850 is at flight level 325, climbing flight level 325.
Yeah, like in the A32NX, you can get the ATIS information.
850 Amsterdam Center. Continue as planned.
All right, looking really good on our descent. Welcome in, everyone. We are just on our descent into Luxembourg City on our World Tour Flight 97 from Copenhagen, Denmark to Luxembourg City, Luxembourg. And while I'm pleased with the airport mod that I downloaded, I'm not so sure about the scenery, Luxembourg City scenery mod. Not sure it's necessary. If you compare the two, I took a picture of just the default and the picture of the enhanced, and it's slightly different with the enhanced, but I don't know if it's necessary. And then my trees with the enhanced, it's all just summer photogrammic Google trees, and then I don't get to have the Bajan Habashi's, his great 3D trees in there with the winter or fall colors. Alright, Enzo has a Discord server called Keeper Junior, so you guys can check that out. Oh, I don't know why I'm feeling so tired. That's what I mean. I'm supposed to be flipping over my schedule, and it's like I still get tired at night. Feel like I should be going to bed soon. And it's just the start of my day, really. Have to pull back on our speed pretty soon, so we can get to 250. If you're wondering what that sound is, it's that it's the RAM air turbine, which I accidentally deployed, I guess, while we were on the ground, and we can't stow it in the air. Okay, what is going on with the clouds over here? Got some crazy fog off to our left. Is there really no snow right here? Well, it's 5 degrees Fahrenheit today. A little bit warmer right now than it was yesterday when it was, while I was working. -9 degrees Fahrenheit. Literally shut down the brewery. Couldn't do any more work. Went home early because the beer would freeze in the trailers. All right, we're gonna kind of level out here, so we can bring that speed down. So you see that little snowflake? That little snowflake's where we need to be,
We have begun our final descent.
I believe, on our descent.
Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
And the flight level's all weird though. Oh, okay, flight level need to be up. Bonjour de la République François. Well, welcome to the stream where you just... Well, we didn't fly over France at all. But we'll be just a few miles from the French border in Luxembourg City. Alright, we're gonna go down. With 3,000 in, and we're gonna descend about 2,000 feet per minute. 2,000 feet per minute into Delta India Kilo, and that's where we'll start our approach. Oh, this is just amazing. I mean, look at that. All the hills and ravines in this area for Luxembourg. I just didn't, when I flew in here, or when I was in here taking a screenshot, I did not realize how just, this is just an amazing area. Alright, you invited me to the server, alright. I will check that out. But welcome to the stream. We are nearing the final approach of World Tour Flight 97, Copenhagen, Denmark to Luxembourg City. Hopefully you don't forget to do everything we need to do. In fact, let's do that. All right, landing elevation. We need to put in that landing elevation. So it's gonna be right here. It's gonna be 1200, we'll put 1240 in. There we go, goes by 20s. I live in Mhz, France, which is near Luxembourg. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, we are in Luxembourg now. Let's see, where is Mhz? Oh, yeah, just basically straight south. So if we just continued south on our approach, we would actually fly over where you're at. Pretty cool. Oh man, I mean, this is where Flight Simulator shines. This is just where it shines. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful approach. Just what a beautiful place. All right, let's keep watching our speed. Alright, pressure is 30.42 inches or 1030. Alright, flying in. Oof, had a little bit of a lock up there. Alright. Our little town. That is gonna be the town of Diekirk. Hence the name of the VOR. Oh, it's a beautiful. I think we're getting some rain as we're coming in. All these little towns. Oh, so picturesque. Hi, we're at 3,000 feet. Technically should be about above 4,000. Just want to be careful I wasn't too low, because it's said to be above 4,000 feet. Looks like we're fine. Alright, max speed 210. Let's see, on the checklist, fuel check, TACAS as required, radar is required, terrain display is required, landing data, let's set that. Okay. Radio is auto-tuned to 110.7 and 114. No, we want 112.25 for the VOR. Okay, so at Lima X-ray 24 Foxtrot, that's where we're going to begin our descent. Oops. Altimeter set, APU and bleed set, lights and passenger signs as required. All right. Thrust reversers armed. Whoa, we gotta get some speed. Gotta get some speed. Gotta be careful on these approaches. All right, let's go approach. I don't know why it starts climbing away when we do that. I just want to get the speed up. Master Chief 4452, bro, my man, I got my Microsoft Flight Simulator while I got Turboprop Simulator. Okay, where are we flying? Why does it keep climbing? I don't know why it keeps doing that. I'm trying to maintain speed, so I give it a little throttle, and then it takes off. My last name is pronounced Bateau, and my first name came from the character of the same name in Disney's Hunchback of Notre Dame, Esmeralda Bateau. All right. While I got Turboprop Simulator. What's Turboprop Simulator? Is there a Turboprop Simulator? Alright, you can see the little ILS white line there, or blue line. We are at full flaps. We do have our thrust reversers on. And we're gonna put the landing gear down. I haven't checked the invite yet. I'm on this final approach, and we can't see anything, so want to be very careful. Don't run into a mountain or something, right? that's a shot right there. Beautiful. Yeah, that annoying little sound is the RAM turbofan, which I accidentally deployed on the ground. I must have. So there it is. Flying into Luxembourg, so there are lots of little hills and beautiful valleys that we need to be aware of. We do have some icing. Oh, I can't see anything. Really scared. Maintain our speed. Don't want to fall out of the sky.
Luxembourg Tower, Luxair 5436 is 3 miles northeast, 1,700 feet with clear bed to land. Luxair 5436 Luxembourg Tower Airport.
It's currently IFR. No crap.
Request denied.
That's why. Say request denied, and it's like because we should be flying VFR or IFR, but we're not allowed to get clearance for it. Clearly IFR, as we can see.
300, 200.
There we go. Ooh. Floating it.
30, 20.
Swiss 754, please expedite your climb 4,000 feet.
Alright, landed really far down the runway, but not a huge deal. Should have taken that exit. Should have taken that exit. All right, let's see what do we got. We can exit at Foxtrot. Will be our next one. They're gonna yell at us. You didn't have clearance to land. Well, what exactly am I supposed to do when you don't give me IFR clearance to begin with?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our destination. The local time is 1:22 p.m.
All right. Yeah, that was a very... They're socked in here. Definitely IFR.
4,000 feet.
Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete
Swiss
stop and
754
then
keeps
focus.
speed.
Alright, strobe off.
Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. As this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us and we hope
Alright, APU.
Keep speed not above 220 knots. Swiss 754.
Anti-ice. Alright. Just cleaning everything before we make our move. Let's see. Tune ground. Taxi to gates.
Luxembourg ground, Luxair 5436 taxi to the gate.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm not sure. Is this the first you play? No, it's not the first. I've flown probably almost 100 well over 100 flights. I mean, this is Flight 97 just the World Tour.
Taxiway Foxtrot, Bravo 2 Bravo 1 Lima, 1 Luxair 5436.
What the heck? Bravo 1. Where are we? We're at Foxtrot. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're on Foxtrot. Foxtrot, Bravo 2, Bravo 1. Okay. I know where I'm at now. Right here. Bravo 2, Bravo 1, then Lima 1. So Lima 1 is going to be all the way at the end. Nearly at the end.
Luxembourg Tower, Swiss 75412 miles.
So I can't really see too much of the scenery. There you go, we got good signage right here. That's always the good thing with modded airports, is they have the signs and everything right. Let's try to taxi on the taxiway too, on the line. Yeah, so a great thing about this modded airport is obviously the markings and everything, but also the terminal building over there. And it does, I think it has custom jetways or gates there, as you can see. Airport de Luxembourg. You see the other Lux airplanes. We're looking for, I think this is ours. I don't know why it doesn't have a, why there is no, this must be it. Why there's nothing saying Lima 1. And which spot did they have us going to? Let's see. Gate A6. Ooh, we got a gate. Cool. Right where everything is. That's how you can always tell. Oh, is there just a lot of fog today, or a lot of mist? Alright, Esmeralda, thank you for the subscription. Hope to see you around in future flights, especially. Hope we could fly over mates. Maybe when we're leaving. Maybe we're flying. Oh no, we're flying to Poland. So well, it depends on. I'm sure on our departure here, we'll fly over. All right, here's gate 6 right in front of us. Oh! Oh, the jetway automatically comes out too. Alright, I'm going to set the parking brake, but I'm going to leave everything as is for now. I'm actually going to turn the landing lights back on. Well, actually, I don't have to right now. What I want to do is I kind of want to go into replay mode here. So we're going to stop recording. And before we do that, we're just gonna check out the flight. So here's our flight. We can end it now. Review the flight. Visited Luxembourg for the first time. There's our flight. Lots of clouds and storms going on over there. Over Amsterdam, Rotterdam, Utrecht, Antwerp, and Brussels. And here we are in Luxembourg. There's Metz. Yeah, let me finish my little thing here, and then I'll check that, and we'll figure out if we're gonna continue with the stream or do a separate one. I'll probably make a separate one on YouTube, so you guys will have to rejoin that one. But see what I'm gonna do here. I think I'm definitely gonna stream a little bit later tonight, since I'm supposed to be up all night anyway. Let's see. So landing 182 feet per minute, G-force right where you like it. Landing speed we're a little bit slow because we floated. 565 miles, just under 2,500 kilos burned. Flight time 1.5 hours. All right. And let's go into. I kind of want to. Yeah, let's end the PAC-X flight. We can have the passengers get off, but I'm just gonna have them end it. I'm still trying to figure out how to do the whole. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Never mind. All right, I think we should be able to come back. I think. Yes, I have to turn off the engines, but I don't want to do that because I want to do the replay. That's sort of the problem. All right, let's do replay. Pause the replay. Let's bring it in on our descent. Creeper Kirk just activated approach on my A321X for San Diego, and my MCDU just forgot the entire flight plan, so now I'm just winging it. That's weird. Or did it just skip to the? Did it just skip to like the final? Yeah, I love it when it does that. All right, let's make sure we have everything where we had it set. Okay. Seatbelt signs on. And let's resume the replay. And the cool thing is that now the the fan is stowed. So I'm using a flight recorder, free replay system. A lot more flexible. But the big thing with the is that you got to keep everything in the state, so you can't turn everything off on your plane, because then when you go into replay mode, your engines will be off. That's why I didn't turn the engines off and finish the Pac X flight yet. Note just deleted the whole flight plan, but put PPOS as my current location. The aircraft just started circling that point. I wonder what you did. All right, let me check Enzo's. All right. Alright, accepted that. I'm in your Discord now. Here we are on the approach. Some of that VFR love right there, those towers. Puffin Flight makes this great. They've covered, I think, all of Europe and the USA with VFR points that you can go off of when you're doing VFR, true VFR flying, which is visual. I followed the checklist and hit activate approach. You should just hit activate approach. Just hit the approach button on the glare shield. Don't hit it in the flight plan. I don't think. I'm not sure why that would happen. Oh, I didn't realize that was a bridge over a freeway. Cargo Lux? I didn't see the Cargo Lux. Wait a second. Where were all these before? Or we must not have gone down there. Pretty cool. Look at the cargo planes. Yeah, some 747s over there. Yeah, you can kind of see I'm floating it. I feel like I'm flying the A321X there, where I pitched a little bit. I pitched way too much. There we go. We get that touchdown again. Yeah, I don't know. See, I can never stay straight on the center line. All right. Well, decent landing. Decent enough. All right, let's zip back and get in. Let's get in a passenger seat.
Don't sink.
I always love how it says don't sink.
Sink. 500. 4. Don't sink. 200. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. 100. Don't sink. 50. Don't sink. 40. Don't 30. Sink. 20.
Yeah, see here I flared way too much.
10.
All right, let's go. I think this view would be good.
Don't sink. Don't sink. 500. 400. Don't sink. 200. Don't sink. Don't sink. 100. Don't sink. 50. Don't sink. 40. 30. Don't sink. 20.
Yeah, see, I keep pulling back. You can see on the yoke.
10. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. 400. 300. Don't sink. 200. Don't sink. Don't sink. 100. Don't sink. Don't sink. 50. Don't sink. 40. 30. Don't sink. 20.
Yes, they're just floating, floating, floating. All right, let's do one more. One more. I don't know if one more.
100.
I'm having too much fun with this replay thing. Let me know what you guys would like to see next. I'm going to keep streaming tonight.
50.
Either
30.
if we want to do some VFR flying around Luxembourg and Copenhagen and Lithuania, Vilnius, Lithuania, Vienna, a few places I want to kind of go. So let me know what you'd like to see, or if you'd like to see the next World Tour flight. Well, I'd have to see how long it is. But I think I kind of want to just like do some VFR flying. If that'd be cool. Stay up a little bit later here and then I'll take a nap and yeah. All right, one more replay. I kind of want to get a shot. Come in.
Don't sink.
Where the heck is that? Why are you on the runway, Cargo Lux? Okay, I think this is where we want to be. How about this? Let's see if this works. Well, what time will I stream? I'll just stay on right now and we'll... There comes the plane. There I come. Whee! All right, we are at the gate. Stop the replay. Let's get everything turned off. I will fly. I'll just keep flying now. I'll probably step away for a little bit of a break, so I'll go intermission screen or whatever. But either do the next World Tour flight or we'll do some VFR flying around the areas here that we've flown into recently. So let me know which ones you'd like to see. no problem. Like, just I want to see what you guys want to do. But we'll keep streaming tonight. We can stream later because I should be at work right now. Well, I have the night off, but just trying to flip my schedule here. So usually I'd be going to bed now, but I don't have to get up until 5 in the afternoon tomorrow. So I need to try to get tired so I can sleep during the day. Yeah, I'll send some right now, or I'll send some pretty soon. All right, let's get everything turned off. So seatbelt signs off. We're gonna want to turn off our engines. So we go stop and stop. I believe you just go like this. Engines are coming down. Oh, I forgot to turn on the APU, didn't I? We do have ground power, don't we? There we go. Jetway decided to not come out now. Look at that. Go on our aircraft, open up the passenger door. Open up the cargo, all the fun stuff. Put the wheel chocks in place. Get catering baggage. Nose wheel steering off. Let's see, we don't need that. Probes off. Fuel pumps off. You can actually turn the APU off because we are using the AC. Hydraulics off. Lights off. Imagine that. No smoking, go off. Emergency lights off. Where's my... There we go. Turn off our nav. Turn off... We should have turned off ATC. I'm not as good at turning everything off on on this plane. There we go. We're basically... Probably should retract the flaps. And basically we're cold and dark. Well, we're not cold or dark, but basically shut down. Yeah, the fan went away when I got on the ground, and so then when we were doing the replays, the fan wasn't there anymore. So let's see. Let's see what happens. Yeah, if I close that. Well, actually, I just opened it. Whoops. There we go. This one is one I want. Let's get a screenshot of this. Where'd my other planes go? Weren't there other planes here? There it is. Yeah, that's possibly what happened. See, I pulled that stow thing and it came out, so. And I can't actually stow it. That's weird. All right. Well, thanks for coming on the flight. I think we'll do some VFR flying later. I'm gonna go and grab some custard, some frozen custard, make a shake or something, and then we'll be back for the next flight. Well, let's pull open our world map. All right, there's the world map where we have flown so far. And today we are in tiny Luxembourg, right there. There you go. So next time we'll be flying across Germany into Poland on LOT Polish Airlines in the Airbus A320 with the fly-by-wire A321X mod. And we might do this later, or I'm going to check and see how long that flight is, because might want to do that flight, or we'll do some VFR. You guys let me know in the chat what you guys would like to see. I kind of want to do some VFR, but at the same time I want to save those for nights when I'm working and do those streams, because it doesn't take as much time to set up and do. All right, let me put that away And let's see, passengers are all off the plane, so we can close up Pack X as well. Let's see, non-compliant passenger, very slightly ahead of schedule, and a soft landing. I'm glad they talked to that guy before it got any worse. I'm totally telling my friends about this airline, and I'm glad we're early. That's because we were kind of cruising. Oh, look at that. We actually gained some time. I did put quite a bit of time on our flight plan. All right, I'm going to set up the next flight or grab something to eat. If you guys want to stick around, that'd be awesome. And we'll keep doing some flying here this evening. So don't go anywhere. We'll just go on an intermission. And
good afternoon, I'm Martin Wenzel. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator, and we are on leg 60.
Well, I don't have a camera on that one. We'll go to intermission, and then when I'm ready to come back, I will throw it on the chat page or throw it on the page, and we'll set up a flight, do a VFR flight, or whichever one it is. So I'll see you. If you're stepping away, have a good night. Thanks everyone who is subscribed on YouTube, and if you're on Twitch, there are subscriptions available now. There's custom emotes, all that fun stuff. I don't know what's going on with JetBridge here. But thanks for the support, every one of you, and I'll be back in a few minutes to stream some more, hopefully.
Good afternoon, I'm Martin Wenzel. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator, and we are on leg 64 of our world tour at Nelson Mandela International Airport in Praia on the island of Santiago in Cabo Verde. And we're going to be flying to Osvaldo Vieira International Airport in Bissalanka, Bissau, in the country of Guinea-Bissau. This flight is based on Royal Air Merak 591, flown using a Boeing 737-800, but I'll be using the Airbus A320 with fly-by-wire's A32NX mod with the Royal Air Merak livery created by NOC 3, and Alpha India Group's Traffic and Bijan Habashi's 4-season pack. And you can already see the trees off there. Those trees are from that pack.
Alright, let's get this plane started up. The A32NX mod for the A320. Make sure our parking brake is set. Wipers are off. Spoilers retracted. Flaps. Engine masters off. And set to ignition. Or mode selector set to normal. Thrust levers are idle. Anti-skid on. Landing gear down and fuel quantity back right here. Start getting it fueled up. Fuel quantity, we need 6,213. Go getting fueled up. Get the plane. Our ATC doesn't jump on. Battery 1 and 2 on. External power, have it. Strobe lights, auto, gears 1, 2, and 3, APU and engine fire tests. Now, so what happens when we do that. Engine 1. Engine 2. Alright, and set our brightness for all of our instruments. Actually, probably need to turn these down once we get going, since it is the evening, about 4:30 p.m. We'll be landing landing when it is dark. Should be a good, beautiful flight over the ocean over to Guinea-Bissau. Alright, seatbelt sign. Smoking, no smoking auto, seatbelt signs on. You'll have those off until we are fueled. Arm the emergency lights, annunciator lights test. Good. Let's get our passengers on board with Pack X. We're gonna go realistic behavior. Boarding time will do realistic for now. Start flight, cloud career mode. I'm using Pack X because all the issues that we have with self-loading cargo, and I do like the localized languages of Pack X. Our initial cruise is going to be 23,000. We're going to be climbing to 37,000 later. We'll put in-flight entertainment system. Let's do our custom safety brief. Our Royal Air Maroc. And boarding music. Get into the flight computer. ATSU, AOC, hit/press, and we got our initial data request. Royal Air Maroc 591, departure Golf Victor November Papa Golf Golf Oscar Victor for our destination. Fuel on board. We're currently increasing. Shouldn't be. It should be. Flight's about an hour 20 minutes. Get to our NIT page. Or do that, I want to turn on my integral lighting. There we go, flight number 591. Alternate today is going to be, get my flight plan pulled up. Flight plan, our alternate is Golf Bravo Yankee Delta. Cost index of 12. Cruising, our final is going to be 370. So, there's my next page. We'll get that once, actually, we need to do our weights for our passengers and everything. Sure why that percentage. And I just reset the fuel accidentally. Oh, that's fun. So we need total, we need payload of 18,600. Everything, as you can see, everything's kind of finicky. Alright. Oh, I think that's going to reset our fuel time though. Yep. Should be okay.
Hey, how's boarding going back there?
24 minutes. They take a while, don't they? Alright, let's do our flight plan. And today we got just a few waypoints. Our first one is Vanto. Victor Oscar November Tango October Oscar. Like, this is different, some little extra things in here that I've never noticed before. Like track and I'm not sure what BRG is, bearing. Very interesting. Gonna have to do with wind, I guess. I think they're finally going to be simulating that a little bit. So some extra things I'm going to have to learn on this flight. We're going to jump in here, Vanto Airways, and we're going to go Whiskey 32 for an airway. Get off that airway at Horta. On. Okay. So it put in Borda, but it didn't put in my airway. Never had this trouble before. There we go. Borda. Oh, okay, I don't know what's going on here. Report up. Whiskey 32. Sure. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Vanto. Yeah, this is just something changed here, and I don't know what they did. Orta. There we go. We're gonna take. Now we can insert. Okay, you know, maybe I'm making a big fuss out of nothing. Maybe there just wasn't any waypoints on. Yeah, I don't know why they gave me that airway. Kind of weird, because it's really could just be a direct between the two, because there is nothing else. All right, so just wasted a little time there. Lusty. I feel like we've gone to this waypoint before. I don't know how to get rid of this discontinuity though. There we go. Lusty, and that's it. That's our flight plan. So let's go up here to our plan. Make sure everything looks right. Vanto, Borda, Lusty, Golf, Oscar, Victor. I'm good. All right. Put our clearance.
Rocket Tower, Royal Airport 59er, 1 IFR to Miss ready to copy. Royal Airport 59er.
All right, I guess ATC is broken. It tends to do this, so we're just gonna be talking to ourselves. It looks like
Departure on 128.3, squawk tree 747.
a little bit. 6,000 is our initial altitude.
Rocket ground, Royal Airport 59er.
Taking off runway
Taxi IFR.
21.
Taxi to and hold short runway 21 using taxiway Royal Airport 59er 1.
Oh, get the co-pilot working. Departure. Way 21. And we're going to be taking Vanto one Foxtrot. Well, actually, it should be one Echo, but we're gonna do one Foxtrot. That should work. Insert. That's kind of a crazy little archer. What it is, I guess. Right. Alright, fuel is on board, so we can go to our init page 2. Get our 0 fuel weight, 0 center of gravity, fuel planning. We're going to have 6.2 on board. Put on predicted wind shear and lock the cockpit door. Barometric reference is set to 9.85. We'll go here 1011. Since we're not flying in America. Got our initial altitude. Flight directors both on. EFIS is arc and 10 nautical miles. IRS alignment check. U master on. Start. Through oxygen supply. Make sure our fuel pumps are on so APU can actually come on. Nav lights on. And let's go to our performance page. Put this in. Yep, so we need to use a calculator to do this. I've yet to find a better calculator. I don't know why I can't talk. Put our information, so I'm going to get this off of Navigraphs. Here, runway 13, elevation 324, length 2100, slope 1%, wind right over here, 140 degrees at 3 knots. Put down the calculator. Outside air temperature 29. I'm looking at the wrong airport. Oh no. Or 26. H is 1011. Runway is dry. Total takeoff weight. Tonnage 65.6. Thrust. Everything as is. Center of gravity. Right here. 24.62. Okay, why are you not giving me thrust or anything? Alright, not sure what's going on here. Am I too heavy? Okay. So, calculator's broken. Do have a landing calculator. Forgot I had this one. Except the calculator doesn't want to work for some reason. Can't do flex. Maybe we have to do Hoga. Okay, we must be like heavy or something, or it's a short runway. We're actually going to need to go flaps 2. Okay, very interesting. Very interesting. Go Toga for this.
Overhead bin is full. Please make sure you close
So our
it.
speeds are 131, 134, and 137.
All your items are put away so that the aisle is
So
clear.
shorter runway, I guess, and we're a little heavy.
If you're in an emergency exit row, please leave exit seating responsibilities in the card. and
Transition altitude today is
comply with these actions. Please let a flight attendant know.
7,000 feet.
Now's the time to get out any last-minute text messages if you need to, but we ask that
Laps
when you
2,
put away any laptops or tablets.
and our flex takeoff temperature was 49. If we do want to do that. Right, I think we are just about ready to go once the passengers are on board. Let's get that AP going. Turn off the external power. Electricals from APU. We have about 12 minutes left. Let's expedite that.
We're ready up here if we can finish the boarding process a bit sooner.
We'll see what we can do. No promises.
Alright, let me just get you an overview of our flight while getting a few minutes. We're Africa on the west coast, coming out of Cabo Verde. Straight shot over to Guinea-Bissau. We'll take a little cut over some Senegalese airspace, but otherwise Guinea-Bissau today, where we've flown a few flights in this area. Taking off Dakar, Serekunda, Gambia, and now we're going to do Bissau.